Morning everybody. Church is in session. Today I'm brewing an Imperial Stout. Something I've made before but I haven't made in a while. It should be pretty good. I hope I don't sound like I have mothballs in my mouth again. So if I do, I'm sorry. It's also a little windy today. So the wind is probably going to pick up in the microphone. If it does, I'm sorry. This is the equipment that I have to run with. In my stout, I have an American two-row, black malt, Carafa 3, and roasted barley. And I put the Carafa 3 in to give it more darker color without adding more astringency. And I know there's other de-bittered malts out there, but this is the recipe that I've had for a long time now, and it works. It still works, so there's no reason to change it. It's all total almost 19 pounds for a 5-gallon batch. It's supposed to be pretty strong, and the last time I made it, I messed up and had too much water at the end of my boil, which I could have just boiled it off, but I chose not to. And it still came out between 10.5% and 11% if my numbers are correct. So really have a sinking suspicion that I don't have enough water in my pot, but we'll find out when we get there. If I have to add water at the end of the boil to bring it up to 6 gallons, then so be it. But right now I'm going to run what I have. Like I said, it's 19 pounds of grain. It's quite a bit. So we'll just take it one step at a time. For now, I need to grind my grain and get them in the mash tun. I'm not going to film that because there's hundreds of other videos out there with guys doing this, and I'll catch up with you when it's time to go in the pot. I am by myself today, so this is going to take a little longer than normal, but that's okay. I'm good. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Alright, now that I have my grains done, it's time to put it in my spike all-in-one system. I'm really fond of this system. It works really well for me and it produces good beer, which is the most important part. I have my sparge arm, which is flexible and it's awesome. The guy that I bought it from, because I bought this used, already had put this on, and I think it's pretty good. You can adjust it to just over the top of your grain bed, so it makes it really nice. And that's about all there is to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dump my grain in, get all my dough balls mixed up, and I'll probably film some of that. But once again, I don't think I need to film the whole process, so we'll see how this goes. But now I need how many beers do I need? Hold on. Set this here. Oh, all the dust and stuff went in there. Okay, I'm fine. Got my mash paddle. Hopefully it mixes up okay. Here we go. Alright guys, my mash is pretty well complete. It's been the full 60 minutes, and now I'm running my pump back through my sparge arm, and I'm trying to wash all the sugar off the grain. And on this system, this is how you lift it out, and it has a hook on the back, and it hooks to the side of the pot. So far, I think it's doing really, really good. I'm not running this tube, because I don't need to yet. That's really for a whirlpool towards the end of the boil, so it kind of gets everything, some scientific term that I can't think of the name of. Yeah, so this is what we got going. And I'll let this go for another about 10 minutes, make sure I wash all the grain, and then I'll let it drain off. I'll take a gravity reading, see what happens, and if my pre-boil gravity is where it's supposed to be, I'm going to run with the numbers I have. If not, I'll probably run it for another 5 minutes and try to wash a little bit more grain off of it. Alright guys, I am now done with my mash. I have drained everything off fully into my pot. I actually have about an extra gallon than what I was thinking I was going to have, so my boil may be extended slightly. But everything's looking pretty good so far. What I normally do, sometimes I need it, sometimes I don't, and today I think is going to be one of those days that I don't, is I usually drain what's left in my mash tun into a bucket while I'm getting ready for the boil, and then I'll clean that out once my boil gets going. But for now, it's just now getting to a boil, or it's just now starting to come to a boil. Well, it's still got a little while left. I still have like 57 degrees before it gets up there. And now it's just, I gotta wait for it to boil so I can do what I gotta do. Right now, I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's where I'm at. My percentage wattage is at 69%. Like I said, I don't know if you can see that very well. But yeah, it's going pretty good so far. So here's a quick shot of my recipe. You can tell I've been making this for a little while, and I only really started taking notes in 2022. I've made this before that. I probably made it 2 or 3 times before that, and I don't make it a lot. It's a pretty special recipe to me, so it's not something I make all the time. It's just something I make when I really want one, and right now I really want one. So right now that's about it, and we'll see y'all in a minute. Alright guys, made it to the end of my boil where I'm cooling down. I missed a little bit of stuff that I could have recorded, but I think it'll be okay. But now I'm cooling it down, and I'm already down to 72 degrees, and I'm trying to get it down at least at 68. But if I start off at a couple of degrees higher, it's not going to make it as big of a difference as it could have if it was a lighter beer. Just figured I'd show you what I have to work with again and let y'all know what's going on. It was overall a pretty successful day where I hit my numbers I wanted to hit. It should clock in right around a little under 10%, which is fine. I always hope for a little more when I make this beer, generally because of the significance it has to me, but overall today was a good day. No major problems. You know, a couple of brain farts here and there. Everybody's happy. So, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time, where I will probably discuss some beer, because it's going to be a few weeks before I brew again. So we'll see y'all later. Y'all take it easy.